Hey YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back, and it's another pickup video. And as always, I've got a nice mix of games, and this time I've got a toy to show you. It is a Star Wars toy. I used to be really mad into Star Wars when I was a kid. I used to have a lot of the toys all boxed, all the Kenner ones, or Palatoy as we were in the UK. And I still got all the figures, and they're all in a bag upstairs with a little tin with all the guns and accessories and stuff. And I had a lot of the vehicles I did, but I've sold most of them over the years just because I'm short of money and stuff. So it's just one of those things, really. But I have got or rebought a few new vehicles and figures and stuff, which I've just got on a shelf more than anything else, really. And I only get very select few things, really. Only things that are really cool and catch my eye and real interest to me. And about a week ago in Smith's, I saw this game. This toy. It's Boba Fett's Slave One. I had the original Slave One, the Kenner one, which is a larger scale than this one. This is a slightly smaller scale. And it's quite lightweight and everything, but it's it's good enough. It's attractive enough and stuff, and has a good figure, a good version of Boba Fett figure with a backpack and everything else, and gun and accessories. So it's quite a nice set. And this set, believe it or not, it's quite expensive. The retail price was about £30 in the UK, and a lot of shops sold out, and you can often pay about £50 for this on Amazon shops and eBay. But Smith's had this reduced, surprisingly. Had one of these left reduced down to £22. So I was in two minds whether or not I haven't really got space for this, should I or not, and I just couldn't resist it. I just thought it was so cool, and I like Boba Fett. I tend to ignore the canon history of Boba Fett, like from episodes 1 to 3, because it just spoiled the mystery of who Boba Fett was. It really did. And with Jango Fett and his son, and I didn't like what they did with that, with Boba Fett's history. So I pretend they don't exist, and I just treat Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back onwards. That's how I consider him. So yeah, George Lucas totally messed up his heritage, if you ask me. But ignoring that past heritage, the messed up heritage, Boba Fett is a cool character in my book anyway, even though in theory he dies in Return of the Jedi, although there's talk about he somehow survived being swallowed by that desert beast, whatever it's called. Okay, anyway, I digress a bit. Moving back to the games. Let's go with old school games. In my previous video, which was half and half, I showed you a game that was sent to me by Bob Belton, and that's an N64 Rugrats. This is all new and sealed. It's an NTSC version, but it's nice to have a sealed game because that's the only sealed N64 I've got. Now I thought I had all the N64 games I wanted, but for a while I've been toiling whether or not to get this one or not, and I saw it for a good price, so I thought solid. It is Mystical Ninja starring Goman 1. Now there's about 5 Mystical Ninja games in total. There's 2 on the Game Boy, I think. There's one on the SNES, which goes for a fair bit of money, and there's a sequel to this one which also goes for a fair bit of money. So I will get the other N64 one and also the SNES one, but I'll probably end up having to buy just for carts on their own and get some reproduction boxes, because to get those games boxed and complete up, it's very, very expensive. Whereas this one, like I said, this was only £17, which is a steal really to get a boxed and complete N64 game. Obviously it's got a manual and the cart's in great condition and everything, so I'm really happy to have that. I'm not too worried about the Game Boy games, but I'll definitely get these. Okay, while we're still looking at old games, moving to PlayStation 1. This is like a mech type shooter. Kill Leak with Blood. I think that was about £4. I got it on eBay in the end. Always love picking up the PS1 games. Turning to PSP. I got the classic puzzle game, Pipe Mania on the PSP. That was only about £2 complete from a charity shop. And got Bubble Bobble Evolution from this was from Cash Converters. This was about £2 again, so for that sort of money I was quite happy to pick those up. Let's turn to the Wii. This game is by Nordic Games. It's got very good reviews, even though it's like a singing game, like a SingStar game. It's not a SingStar, but it's We Sing UK Hits. It's got some really good songs on here actually. It's got Texas on there, which I always like, and Radiohead and Pulp and Plan B, and you know, Happy Mondays, and so, you know, Dido, David Bowie, Coldplay, Blur, Beautiful South, Amy Winehouse. It's, you know, some really good acts on that. So it must be UK exclusive because obviously it's a UK hit. So yeah, it was only £1, so I thought, why not? That's from Cash Converters. Okay, now this next game, I did pay through a nose a bit for this. The reason being is that I wanted to get it complete with all of its original packaging, and that is the Wii U's Pokken Tournament. And this does have all new and sealed, all the original inserts, plus the amiibo card of Shadow Mood 2, which is often missing, and you know, it's often gets resold on eBay or whatever else really. So I got that from Game, of all places, game.co.uk for £44. So it's about a retail price, but it is complete, so I'm quite happy to pay that for this one. I didn't get it at launch because I was hoping it might come down in money and I'll be able to get it cheaper, but I never did. And you know, this version you can't get now, this day one release type version. You can only get the one that doesn't come with a card. So it's harder to pick up, so I thought I might as well get it now while I still can, even though it's like a retail price. Okay, moving on to the Xbox 360. Okay, I got a cut. This is an exclusive to a 360. It's the Fear Files. It's a complete standalone expansion pack series. I got this for £5 in CEX. I'm always a bit of a sucker for the Xbox 360 exclusives, and I do have all the others, but they're on the PS3. The other ones for me. So that's my system of preference really. Okay, this next game you can get on a PS3, but the PS3 version is very expensive. You're looking at between £45 plus a minimum to get it on the PS3, and some people ask for about £80, believe it or not. It's just a racing game. It's a World of Outlaws sprint karts, but on a 360 it's much cheaper, even though it's quite an uncommon game, because I think this is the first time I ever saw it in CEX. I've got it for £5, which is a good price. You can easily pay double that for the 360 version. It is like an uncommon 360 game though, so it's not often one you see often. So again, I like to pick those up, and this time I think I'll be happy to stick with a 360 version. I don't want to pay £45 for PS3 version of that. I might pay a bit less, but not 45. It's too much. Okay. Alright, turning to PS3, got a nice mix of games. This game was 80p, which is probably the cheapest PS3 game I ever bought. That is Dance Star Party. It's obviously another dancing type game. It's got good reviews, and for 80p I'm not going to say no. And this one, this is a PC game based on Pirates. It's Port Royal 3 Gold Edition, and as you can see, it's like a top-down type strategy type game, I suppose. That was about £4 or £5 off eBay, something like that. Okay, this is another Disney game which I got for about £4. I think it was from CEX. Disney's The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. I'm not going to rush out to play that one somehow, but it is part of the Disney collection, and it is Disney Interactive. So, okay, I got this game for about 15 quid from game.co.uk. It's another Tales game. It's for Tales of Graces F. It's another RPG for a collection. So that was about £16. 15, 16. Okay, last but not least, I got some PS4 games. First I got this one, which is an exclusive to UK or Europe. So we got a physical format of this. I think in the States you only got a digital format of this, and it's called This War of Mine, The Little Ones. The graphic style, it's really cool. Basically it's like a cross section of buildings, and it's based in some sort of war-torn modern European type city, and you play as civilians, you know, certain civilian characters, and you're just trying to survive living in this war-torn city. So it's a survival game. It's got very good reviews and everything, and that was about I think it was about £12 or something from game.co.uk. It wasn't a huge amount of money. Okay, this next game I got for £22 from CEX. It is a steelbook edition of Batman Arkham Knight Special Edition. It's got all the DLC sheets and everything. I'm unfortunate the DLC was used, but it has to have at least the sheets and the original contents. It's, like I said, it's a nice steelbook edition. I do have a copy of this that comes with the statue, the collector's edition, but for some reason that steelbook does not come with this plastic type overlay. It's just for the actual steelbook alone, so why they didn't bother doing that I don't know. So I was been wanting to get this separate steelbook edition when I saw it for a good price, and £22 is, you know, so I think it's a good price for that. Okay, last two games. Okay, shown in the background, you probably guessed it, I managed to pick up from Limited Run. I managed to get it, you know, within that sort of 10-minute window. The retail price of the physical edition of Shadow Complex Remastered on the PS4. I've opened it up. It's playing in the background. I got, you know, it's got the card and the sticker and everything with it. You know, so this is a game I want to play, so that's why I've opened it up. I'm not keeping this one sealed. I'm definitely playing this one because it is a good game. Okay, last but not least, I imported a copy of this on a PS3 from Japan a few months back. It's a shooter, it keeps its money. They recently released it on the PS4. The PS4 copy is quite nice because all the packaging is in English. And I picked it up from, I think it's from, yeah, it's printed in Hong Kong, the packaging. But the game disc is made in Japan, so it's a sort of Eastern copy, but I said it's all in English anyway. And the PS4 is region free anyway. It's the Caldius Blaze on the PS4, so I'm quite happy to have this. So I've got this on the PS4 and the PS3 now. You know, another cassette shooter for PS4. That was like £25 delivered from eBay, so not a bad price really, considering it came from Hong Kong or whatever it was. So yeah, that's it. That's my pickups for this past couple of weeks really. Not bad. As always guys, please leave comments and subscribe and thumbs up or whatever, and until next time, take care and bye.